Let's look at how much money you need to invest in order to live off dividends. If you're new to the channel and want to learn how to make money while you sleep, subscribe and click the bell. That way, you'll never miss a video. What it means to live off dividends. A dividend is a payment a company makes to share profits with its stockholders. A better alternative to withdrawing money from your investment balance to cover living expenses in retirement is to live off dividends and passive income streams. If you're able to live off dividends and your investment's value never drops, you can live on dividends forever. You'll be able to preserve your investment's capital as long as your living expenses are lower than the amount you receive in dividends. Keep in mind the cost of living rises with time, which means your dividend income has to grow as well if it's going to cover all of your living costs. Finally, many companies continue to increase the dividends they pay, which typically exceeds inflation. The dividend income growth should far exceed inflation if you invest in the right companies. While dividends may be a viable source of income, don't forget that living off dividends is just one alternative. Keep in mind that even if you aren't able to have all of your living expenses covered with your dividend income, even a small amount of passive income in the form of dividends can still make a huge financial difference. Look at it this way. Let's say you're making $1,000 to $2,000 a month with dividend payments. Well, even though that may not be enough to cover the cost of living, it still might be enough where you can retire a few years sooner than you expected. And then if you have a side hustle, making an extra $2,000 a month could help you leave your full-time job for good. Even if you don't meet your dividend income goals, there's still a lot to gain by investing in dividend-paying stocks. So, how big of a portfolio do you need to be able to live off dividends? Take a look at the chart on the screen to see how much you would earn at 3% and 4% annual dividend yield with a portfolio of $500,000, $1 million, and $2 million. As you can see, the earnings from a portfolio of $500,000 do not cover the living expenses for most people, but they may go a long way toward giving you financial freedom. To fully cover living expenses with dividend income, the average person would need to amass a portfolio of at least $1 million. A $2 million portfolio would provide a reasonable standard of living for most people. Click the video on the screen to see another money-making video.